Yo, what's up, everybody? Your boy Swillow here, and today I'm going to be bringing you the first build guide video. So, I still haven't finished the game yet, so this could possibly be refined in some ways later on, but this build is just so insanely strong in its current state that I wanted to share it. Sorry about that, my controller died. Let me plug this back in. Alright, so basically what makes this build really work is Bahamut. So you're gonna have to get a decent way into the game to start this, but once you get Bahamut, he is just incredible in a number of ways. So he's incredible for staggering, he's incredible for magic based playstyle, and he has my favorite ultimate so far, Giga Flare. So let's look at this. Let's break down my gear setup and stuff here. So, weapon, armor, whatever, just whatever the best you have. Accessories. Now, the accessories is where this build could really change down the road because I just don't have all the accessories yet, and I already have some accessories in mind that I think would make this better, but I just don't have them yet. But let me show you what I'm working with right now. Right now, I have the Crimson Tassels. This increases limit break generation amount by 3% when dealing damage. Now, this is huge because Giga Flare, when you use Giga Flare, you will build a lot of limit. So Giga Flare with this just almost gives you a full limit break guaranteed. Badge of Might +1. This is just a simple increase attack. Nothing big here. This could definitely be exchanged down the road for a nice modifier for like Giga Flare or something whenever I unlock that. Then I have Ring of Marksman. This increases the will damage of magic by 10%, which will damage is the stagger bar. So this is really, really great for just staggering faster. It really helps this playstyle, and it really emphasizes sort of a magic-based playstyle. So a lot of people know that the combat in this is more melee oriented, but this actually allows me to play more magic oriented. And then now let's look at our abilities. So I've locked everything that I'm using in this build. I put a lock on it, but I'm going to go over it and explain it as well. There are some things that you could exchange, like the iconic feats and stuff, for instance, you could change to your preference, but I'm just going to explain the build as I'm currently using it. So first we have Phoenix Shift. This is your gap closer. This isn't really important to the build specifically, but it's always a nice ability. We have Deadly Embrace. Deadly Embrace is just really strong for staggering. You get that mid level stagger whenever you get the bar halfway down. So this is nice. But once again, this is not critical to the build. You could switch just for some other iconic feat. Next, we have Wicked Wheel. Now, I like Wicked Wheel because it deals incredible stagger damage. This is one of the best moves for dealing stagger damage, will damage. So that's why I have this. This could be exchanged. It's not super critical to the build, but I do like it because it's just so good at stagger damage. Next up on Ramu, we have Lightning Rod. So Lightning Rod is just incredible. This could be used in so many different builds, but basically when you put Lightning Rod out and you're just hitting it, you're doing big multi-hits, fast moves with a lot of multi-hits, like this just piles the damage on. So this works in conjunction with the Giga Flare and other abilities that I have in this build to just lay down tons of damage during stagger. Next, we have Wind Up. So this is just a DPS move. This is just to deal a lot of damage. This isn't really critical to the build specifically, but I have it in here as insurance in case the Giga Flare doesn't kill. So you could switch this out for any other kind of DPS option, but this is just really good. This is like one of the best DPS options in the game in my opinion. It's simple, it's strong, it gets the job done. Alright, so next up, Bahamut. So Bahamut is where things are going to get interesting. So first we have Impulse. So Impulse is incredible for staggering. Summon multiple spheres of light that upon striking an enemy deals continuous damage. So this is just incredible. You're going to open with this and you're going to nearly do like half stagger very quickly off this alone. This is just such a good ability. Then we have Satellite. Satellite summon multiple light aspected familiars that attack any enemy on which Clive uses magic. So this is a part of emphasizing why this is a magic build, and this works in conjunction with Impulse. So when you use Impulse and Satellite together and you just spam magic attacks, you're going to deal insane stun damage. Like you can deplete some enemy's stun gauge very, very fast just off of magic attacks alone. So this is really, really nice. This could be exchanged for something else, but I'm really liking it in this build, and I'm also liking it just because I'm trying to explore more magic based playstyles. So this is a really cool ability. This is something I could see myself exchanging down the road though, but it's very cool. Next is Giga Flare. So this move is dumb. This move is so dumb. Oh my god. So basically, this just deals incredible amounts of damage, and especially in conjunction with Lightning Rod that I mentioned earlier, where each time you hit it, it's gonna proc an extra shock. This move hits over 50 times, so it's gonna proc Lightning Rod all of that time as well. I don't know if it procs all 50 times, but pretty close. This move is great for a lot of reasons besides just damage. It's going to build your limit break extremely fast. And also, this ultimate is really interesting because it actually freezes the enemy stagger bar. So let's say that normally when you're attacking the enemy and the stagger bar is regenerating, but while this move is going off, the stagger bar actually freezes from regenerating. Now, I don't know if other ultimates are kind of like this as well. I don't think, like Garuda's ultimate, for instance, I've used, and I know it's not like that. I haven't tried all the other ultimates though. Like I haven't tried Phoenix's ultimate. So maybe there's other ultimates that are like this as well, but so far I feel like Giga Flare is one of the only ultimates that probably has this property, or maybe the only one. And then next up, I'm using Cold Snap on Shiva. So this could be switched out. This is just more of a preference, iconic feat. This isn't really necessary in terms of the formula, but I really like this as a damage option. All right, so let's get out here and let's show it off. Okay, so basically first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start my rotation. Before I do it on the enemy, let me kind of explain. Basically, I'm gonna open the fight with Impulse and Satellite and start depleting will damage very quickly. Once I reach that half stagger point, I'm gonna use Deadly Embrace, and sometimes I don't even have to use Deadly Embrace, but I'll try to use it here just to show the full idea of the build. After you use Deadly Embrace, you can sort of decide if you want to use Wicked Will or not to finish staggering the enemy, or if you want to save it for a damage option once the enemy is staggered. Basically, once you stagger the enemy, the very first thing you're going to want to do is set up Lightning Rod. So you're going to set up Lightning Rod, and you're going to start attacking a little bit with Lightning Rod out to build up the stagger multiplier. So if you don't know how it works, when the enemy staggers, you get a damage multiplier, but it starts at 1.05, and as you attack more and more, the multiplier can build up all the way up to 1.50. So basically, you want to build up that multiplier a little bit before you launch Giga Flare, and then Giga Flare will max out that modifier. And then once Giga Flare finishes, you can use Wind Up if you need to attack on some more damage. And that's basically the flow of it. So now I'm going to execute it. And there you go. So basically, this build it's just so much fun. It's very cool, very fun, and I've been able to run it very effectively. I've been running this build ever since I got Bahamut. I've been pretty much running and tweaking this build, and you can use it consistently on pretty much anything you want. Very effective. Like you're gonna take out enemies like you just saw right there very fast, very fast, and against like bigger bosses that are more durable and stuff, it's not going to kill them in one run, but you're still going to be dealing really good damage, and the build is just really effective in general. So I think the main things I really like about this build is just the Bahamut abilities. I really like the magic-based playstyle that it allows you to emphasize, and Giga Flare is just busted. Giga Flare is just so good, and it's probably going to be used in a lot of builds in general, but dang, Giga Flare is just so good. And then of course, Lightning Rod. Lightning Rod is another really incredible ability. This is something that's going to be used in a lot of builds as well. Just really, really good for DPS. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. If you have any further questions about how this build works, or if you even have some ideas of icons, combinations, or builds you want to see, just leave them in the comments. I'm definitely really interested. I've been exploring a lot of different playstyles and builds, but so far this is my absolute favorite one, and it's incredibly strong. So definitely check it out. Peace.